start there now.
Right, but also this is just the beginning. Like, what are we going to be looking at 5 years from now? We're going to be looking at indescribable experiences that are indistinguishable from reality. Not just like images, but you're going to be able to you're going to be able to have experiences that aren't real.
Do you think that the like metaverse thing is going to take off? Like people are going to be plugging in to
if it gets good enough.
Yeah. And cheap enough, because it's kind of expensive.
It's expensive, and it's also weird to have something in your face. People feel weird, like wearing this big clunky thing. But if you can sit down and attach something to your head, and then all of a sudden you're in another world, you're an avatar flying on a fucking dragon, we're going to do it.
I mean, isn't like Redman really into that?
Oh, loves it. Yeah.
He's like famous in the metaverse.
Yeah. He goes in there every night. Yeah. He has like parties and stuff. He's a nut. But it's perfect for someone like him. He's a video game guy, loves the internet.
Matt was telling me like he's like took him to you can do a type 5 at a comedy club there. Oh, yeah. It's crazy.
Well, Zuckerberg showed me that too. There's a metaverse comedy club.
Yeah, but he's like you had to like know people to get in, and he's famous. I was like, this is not there. It's nuts that this already exists to me.
Well, it's just the beginning. It's only good. That's Pong. And whatever it's going to be like 20 years from now is going to be something really wild.
Isn't it weird to think that like you might just exist forever in the metaverse talking because you've done so many podcasts? They'll just be able to cut and paste and make you kind of like...
Not even just that. They'll
what
be
if
able
you're
to get
a god
map.
in the future?
Well, they'll be able to get a map of how I think and how I go over things and how I go, well, maybe not. Let's look at that. And then they'll apply that sort of thinking. And they'll be able to do podcasts with me, with anyone in history. I'll be able to have a podcast with Albert Einstein.
I always think about this when I see the people who get tattoos of you. I'm like, future civilizations are going to be like, who was this man? He must have been someone important, maybe a shaman or a Brahmin. Like,
no, he's a bro cage fighting commentator. Yeah, me and Einstein.
Oh,
just chilling. Look at him. That's a young Einstein, too.
He trained a thing to have... I was looking into this. They can already do it.
What?
Let me hear this.
They don't have their voices.
Oh, they don't have their voices.
Reason, yeah, but I've seen one where they did.
Oh, Nikola Tesla. Ooh, I'd love to have a podcast with him. They already did a podcast with me and Steve Jobs.
Did they?
Yeah, an audio podcast with me and Steve Jobs. It's crude. You can kind of tell that it's not real, but that's just because it's, first generation.
That's really